Hello everyone, this is Karst, and welcome to this bonus episode of Prey. So just as a heads up, there are some audio distortions from my recording in this one, so it's a little choppy and it's not the best. I am sorry about that. But this episode, what we do is we explore the alternate ending, where we destroy the station, and then we just read the codex entries afterwards. So I hope you enjoy. And sorry about the scuff. So basically this is the what if scenario, if I went with the actual destruction of the place. It's not my canon ending, I guess. Not that it really matters, because there's been no sequel to this game in like 8 years.
Diagnosing superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical care. Please hold still. This will only take a moment. All done. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time.
You wanna hit me again?
I see what's going on. You've got a concussion. Let me help
Thank you.
that for you. Try to relax.
Warning. Dangerous level of explosive gas detected.
That's fine.
Please evacuate and avoid all open flames.
Hello. Good to see you again, Dr. Yu.
Yep.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
Alright. We're back to the reactor. Why am I here? Reactor console is all the way down here. That's fine. Oop. Use the arming keys in the power plant. Like, in here? Radiation? Nope. Open up! Open up! Insert the key, insert the key. Now what? Activate it. Okay. Trigger the station self-destruct. Where would I go to do that? On the bridge, of course. So I have to go back all the way up there again. Okay, we're back to the bridge. Let's deal with it. Time to blow it up. Self-destruct is up there, never mind.
Who? What?
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan, you.
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bent the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think you've said enough.
Sorry, bud.
I'm aware that you've primed the arming keys to destroy Talos 1, so I find the activation of this null-wave transmitter station puzzling. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
But I'm not activating the null wave. I'm destroying the self-destruct.
Warning. Reactor detonation.
It's finished. All the directives you gave me have been completed. Next and final topic. Your mind is free of significant Typhon neuromods.
Yep.
I believe the risk you pose to Earth is minimal. However, despite my belief, I cannot act against my directives. On the other hand, if I were to suffer irreparable system damage, I would be unable to interfere with your escape.
Okay.
There'd be nothing to stop you from departing with your colleagues aboard Dahl's shuttle.
Thank you for
I
that.
just wanted you to know that.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Morgan.
Talos 1.
Goodbye. Alright, now I can go to the shuttle.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan. I'll wait a few minutes before detonation, but then I'm go.
That's fine. So I just basically have to run my way back. I wonder what would have happened if I kept her alive, or if I kept Janet. Well, no, she would have tried to stop me because she wants me to die on the station, and I sure as hell don't want to die on the station. She gave me a good way out, though. She accepted it, basically. And now, in theory, all the survivors should be around, right? I think that's the plan. Get in the shuttle! Oh. Hello, survivors. What about all the other people who were in the cargo bay area, huh? What about all those people? Are they just chilling in there? I guess that's the assumption. They're just chilling in there.
We should go.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent.
So
Please evacuate Talos 1.
So the unimportant NPCs, we're just gonna assume they're in the cargo area.
Please, what are we waiting for? You made it.
That I did.
Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay.
Excellent. Hey, you made it
You
out.
gonna let me in at first, on account of this volunteer get-up. Ha! Thanks again for letting me out.
Warning,
I won't
reactor
forget it.
detonation imminent.
You are a real decent human being, Morgan.
I don't know why you're so muffled.
Now come the fireworks. I hope there'll be enough. You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us, and that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you, and myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now, and I like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice, like, epilogue resolution.
Are you
to
waiting
our
for the
I
conflict.
didn't come all
Dr.
this way
Yu.
to die now.
Morgan,
Put your
it was an
ass
honor to
in
work with
that
you on
seat.
Talos. And your brother. And thank you for retrieving Leitner's remains. Maya always loved the sound of his playing. I couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
Okay. And, Doll, I can't talk to you, or what? I guess not, I just have to sit down. Alright, well this is the, alternate ending.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit. Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
I'm sure the dialogue will be a little different at the ending as well. It does occur to me that we're also leaving Alex to die, apparently. Oh, it's just completely gone. Or not completely, okay.
I keep having this dream.
Okay. I'm gonna skip this. Okay. So, functionally, there was no difference in the ending, so there's no purpose in me showing that again. But I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode of Prey, and that you're doing well wherever you are. This has been Karst, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. The Mimic. Excerpt from Psychotronics database. It's the common The Mimic. Excerpt from Psychotronics database. Common name, Mimic. Scientific name, Typhon cacoplasmus. One of the first Typhon discovered during the Verona 1 incident in 1960, mimics are capable of imitating nearby objects. During incident case number 0648046163, it was observed that mimics use other organisms as a reproduction medium, killing their prey in the process. In accordance with the Pobeg protocol, mimic specimens are not to be released in environments with a containment rating of less than S4. Morgan's notes. Imitation power seems to be limited to objects roughly the same mass as the mimic itself. Could the psychoscope be modified somehow to detect hidden ones? Get to high ground and immobilize with a glue cannon. Science operator. Excerpt from TranStar operator brochure. In the world of scientific progress, nothing is more important than accuracy and safety. This is why all TranStar laboratories are equipped with Sybil 495 Science class operators. The latest in TranStar's line of operators, the Science Operator combines unprecedented access to TranStar's scientific databases with 2 highly customizable utility arms to make an unrivaled laboratory assistant. Morgan's notes can be found floating around psychotronics. Helps restore psi potential. The Phantom. Ooh, nice image. Phantoms are not wholly alien. Created by weavers using human remains, phantoms have been known to exhibit human-like neural patterns at times, but as noted in observation log whatever, while phantoms may also attempt to reproduce human phrases, they do not appear to retain any form of actual speech or human comprehension. Due to the specimen's explosive speed, phantoms must be subdued or enclosures purged before attempting to enter. Morgan's notes. Use glue to slow them down. Telekinetic projectiles pack a big-ass punch, but can be dodged. Better to get in close and personal. Tracking bracelets on them are still active. True. Medical operator. A vast anatomical database coupled with a top-of-the-line compact surgical toolset makes a TranStar Pyramid Class 490 Medical Series operator the finest in automated healthcare, rivaling even the most skilled surgeon. Patients concerned with safety and privacy can also rest assured. With its patented Panacea Governor technology, the TranStar Medical Operator is programmed to be minimally invasive and fully discreet. This latest iteration in TranStar technology also boasts an increased 98.2% diagnosis accuracy rating, as well as the introduction of a bedside manner protocol designed to improve rapport with patients. Most medical facilities on station have these in the operator dispensers, can handle just about any trauma. If only they didn't tell stupid jokes. Turret. The accuracy grade of this newest turret iteration is a significant improvement over the last generation, with a marked 17% increase. The jamming issues when transitioning to portability mode also seem to have been resolved. Stability is still shit. The psychoscope element works well, but I recommend tuning the sensitivity down somewhat. I've received complaints from Psychotronics that some of the prototypes we sent down for testing are a little high-strung. Morgan's notes, easy to upgrade and repair. Base model is weak against some of the larger Typhon. Be careful around them. Neuromods does not like any Typhon material around. Greater Mimic. A preliminary observation reveals that Specimen 14 is moderately larger than any of the other Mimic specimens collected from the Kletka incident. But a far more fascinating aspect is what appears to be its advanced mimicry ability. Specimen 14 has, on numerous occasions, demonstrated the capability of reproducing objects whose size and complexity far outstrip the abilities of any of the other specimens. What's more, many of these reproductions appear to be fully functioning. Morgan's notes, can mimic turrets and operators. Will attempt to go directly for the face. Stay away and immobilize with glue. The Weaver. Typhon Geniocratis. Along with mimics, weavers were some of the first Typhon encountered near the Verona 1. As observed in log whatever, in larger mimic populations, one mimic will be chosen via an as yet unknown mechanism to undergo a specialized metamorphosis. The chosen mimic is stung repeatedly by the others, triggering a rapid change, resulting in a new Typhon Geniocratis, or Weaver. Weavers appear to be central to the Typhon ecology, largely as vectors for production for some of the other species, as well as the substance known as coral. They prefer to avoid direct fights. Watch out for cystoids, protected by a shield that floods attackers with a terror effect when struck. Glue is ineffective while the shield is up. Humans. Homo sapiens. Humans, like most mammals, possess a low natural psychoactive potential. Attempts to alter brain function through artificial means are usually temporary at best or harmful and addictive at worst. The addition of the blank, derived from the Typhon organisms, temporarily weakens the elasticity of human neuron connections and allows for the addition of new, synthetic neurons to catalyze changes in the subject's brain. Removal of the serum will cause the human body to reject the new neurons and connections, effectively resetting the brain back to its original state. This process may result in memory loss and other as-of-yet undiscovered side effects. Okay? Voltaic Phantom. Look at those images, though. Unknown Typhon organism, no entries are found. Never created in the lab until now. Weaver's abilities must be adapting. Electromagnetic fields disrupt everything around it, and it electrocutes anything dumb enough to get close. Like the thermal, keep as far away as possible. Looks like it can supercharge mimics as well. Engineering operators. Designed with precision craftsmanship for the dangerous vacuum of space, few utility robots can measure up to the TranStar Kobold 410 engineering class operator. Equipped with 2 GenSense manipulators and a swappable utility arm with a full array of tools, there's little the engineering operator can't fix. For more heavy-duty work, each engineering operator comes standard with industrial-grade omni-navigational systems capable of deftly maneuvering cargo containers in zero-G environments. They can be found wandering the station, especially on the lower decks. They're good for patching up holes in my suit. Etheric Phantom. Yeah, this is the stuff that leaves, like, random shit behind. Typhon Anthrophantasmus Psychoetheric. It is unclear at this time what prompts a Weaver to invest additional resources in the creation of these more powerful phantoms. However, testing has revealed that these phantom specimens are much more durable and more dangerous than their weaker cousins. Addendum. Of particular note is the etheric phantom, which produces a particulate cloud that is highly toxic and disruptive to normal matter. The phantom is capable of manipulating this particulate to create a duplicate of itself for short periods, as demonstrated in test log whatever. Please note that in addition to standard procedures required for phantom study, any enclosure used to house an etheric phantom must have its atmosphere cycled. It prefers close combat. Given the chance, it will split into a weaker duplicate. Glue down or use null wave to stop this. Try to attack from a distance. Avoid either ether clouds. Yeah, well, attacking from a distance I didn't really care for because I could run up and shoot it in the face with a shotgun, so, you know, whatever works. Corrupted Operator. Oh boy. Incident summary. I was called to the scene by Carlos Popinga, who requested assistance with another haywire operator near the Arboretum lift. Popinga explained that he had been sent to fix the main lift, which had been malfunctioning. He claims his engineering operator appeared to malfunction upon approaching the lift and became hostile when Popinga attempted to deactivate it. I used an EMP charge to neutralize the operator. Popinga was sent to trauma with severe burns. The engineers down in hardware labs have already checked out the operator. They tell us that it has been physically rewired and completely reprogrammed, just like the last 4 cases. This looks like sabotage to me. It's been corrupted by some sort of Typhon ability. It will try to incinerate you at close range. Keep away. Either freeze in place with glue cannon or knock out with an EMP. Metal body shrugs off most browns. Cystoids. It's fortunate that the Weaver produces so many of these, because keeping cystoids alive for so long outside of their nests has proven to be exceptionally difficult. Despite the lack of any visible sensory organs, each cystoid seems capable of detecting us through unknown means, detonating on proximity. If we can figure out what it uses to see, we may be able to find a way to blind it long enough to get a closer look. They are attracted to movement. I should throw something to distract them. Try to group them up to take them out with fewer shots, and releases a burst of radiation on death. Technopath. It took forever, but repairs to Arboretum airlock doors are finally complete. I think someone's been tampering with the electronics up there. Whenever I popped open the control box, the whole thing looked like someone had been at it with a soldering iron. Just a bunch of crossed wires, stuff that's not even supposed to be in there. The programming was all wonky too. I had to wipe it clean and reinstall. I'll have to bring up an engineering operator to clean up the rest of this. I'm filing a report with security about this too. We have enough junk malfunctioning around here. And this was filed by Carlos. Takes control of nearby tech. If this thing gets a hold of turrets, you're dead. Shrugs off glue, prefers to keep away from enemies. Stun or null wave to get in close. Cystoid nest. The outer layer of each cystoid nest appears to be made of an exceptionally thin layer of the same material that makes up most Typhon. Indeed, the nest appears to be just as fragile as the cystoids themselves, making it less of a protective structure and more like a living mine. It is possible that the Weaver uses these to mark and even defend its territory from any kind of intruder. Initial scans reveal that they are constantly leaking lethal levels of radiation. Steer clear unless you want radiation sickness or a swarm of cystoids after you. Thermal Phantom. It is unclear at this time what... Oh, okay, we know about this. Addendum. As its name implies, this phantom manipulates thermal radiation. Infrared analysis showed it was able to radiate lethal levels of infrared energy as a defensive measure when threatened. Its most dangerous ability, however, is a spontaneous eruption of superheated plasma from a distance. Range is uncertain due to the small scale of the enclosures. Running up to this thing is a bad idea. You'll burn. Appears to have an interaction with the mimics. Can temporarily charge them with the same thermal radiation. Flaming mimics. Great. Telepath. Typhon Psychocratus. The telepath is considered to be one of the most dangerous known Typhon. Capable of psychically controlling weaker-willed organisms and even people, it is almost impossible to contain for further study. Warning! Please note that the subsequent to incident case, the creation and containment of telepath-class specimens is no longer permitted. All personnel entering psychotronics are required to wear a psychoscope in addition to regular safety equipment. The powers are not just limited to mind control. Watch out for the homing spheres. They can also emit a powerful wave that nullifies other psychic abilities around it. Getting too close will get you mangled by another powerful blast. Glue doesn't seem to work well. You should keep away from it. Stick to long-range weapons or a null-wave device. The Nightmare. The Typhon responds to an anomaly in their ecology, something that's like them, but isn't. Me. The only purpose seems to be to hunt me down. It seems unstoppable. Well, I mean, a few shotgun shells are enough. Mind control human. Incident summary. I was on duty at around 1420 hours when I received a request from Dr. Hans Kelstrup for assistance in live exam. Upon arriving on the scene, I witnessed Dr. Trevor Young slamming lab instruments into some of the Typhon enclosures. When it became clear that he intended to break containment, I was forced to discharge my stun gun to subdue him. During my subsequent interview with Dr. Young, he seemed immensely distraught and unaware of my presence unless I came too close, whereupon he would turn violent. He has since been turned over to the trauma team and placed in quarantine for his and others' safety. They're connected to the Typhon telepaths, should avoid getting too close. Triggers a strong kinetic blast that knocks out psi abilities, and it ends up killing them. The stun gun might take them out long enough to sneak past, might be able to free them from Typhon control somehow. Poltergeist. I like how this is, like, barely visible. Typhon dysmorpha. Poltergeists are not a normal part of the Typhon ecology. Instead, they appear to be a result of a rare mutation that occurs in less than 5% of Phantom Genesis cases. The Poltergeist is also the only known Typhon to possess the ability to render themselves invisible, undetectable even to psychoscope scanning. Well, that's not entirely true. I could see them highlighted whenever I finish scanning them. The exact mechanism is unknown at this time, as their limited numbers make adequate study difficult. Please note that any enclosure used for Phantom Genesis studies must be subjected to a full purge to avoid overlooked poltergeist specimens. Prefers to ambush prey, uses psychokinetic action to throw object. Stunted legs make it slow. Use a Typhon lure to help detect it or to wait for it to attack. Coral Node. Out of all the samples recovered from the Verona 1 site, none have proved as perplexing as the coral. It is unclear at the moment whether this is some sort of new Typhon species or something as simple as waste material from the Weavers. Preliminary research shows a surprising similarity to neural networks, but further study is warranted. Raw scan data summary. Microscopic elements demonstrate strong correlation between patterns of connection within the coral and the connectomes of volunteers, employees, and guests found in TranStar's database. Recommend exhaustive pattern matching. Early conjecture. The psyche of Typhon victims is recreated or stored within the coral. Purpose is unknown. Macro-level analysis of the coral also shows resemblance to a neural network, like a vast disembodied nervous system. Evidence of increasingly frequent and rapid signaling between elements, as well as broadcasting neotic signatures outside itself. Requesting exhaustive database comparison, something. One big Typhon communication beacon, but who is it calling? Military operator. The NCN-9 Black Box military operator is the world's most advanced unmanned multi-role fighter, armed with the state-of-the-art mag-directed energy weapon and Omni navigation systems. The military operator is never short on firepower. From assault operations to security detail, the innovative synthetic hyperdynamic neural network ensures that the military operator is quick to respond to developing and dangerous situations. TranStar's been covering their tracks about these. Don't want to look like an arms tech company. They're probably wired into Talos 1's security system. Could track me using the station's security rosters. Might be a way to get rid of my tracking bracelet. And then the Apex tendril. A tiny part of the Apex, intent on devouring everything in its path. Attracted to movement. No way to permanently kill these. Use null wave or Q-beam to beat them back.